Okay, let's try this idea. It's called spiritual narcissism. People want to know what narcissism is, and they find a lot of problems with it. Yet, when I make a video, is it my spirit or my mind or my body that needs the narcissistic tendencies? And it's a very curious word because a narcissist usually is... the word is predicated upon the idea that someone looks into a mirror because their physical body is so important. So, I mean, you can look into Narcissus and all of the heritage of those stories and Greek mythology and all of this. But if you take that physical narcissism and turn it into mental narcissism, which is actually what most of narcissism is in this day and age, as used by the people that control the words. It's no longer like people just staring in a mirror. I mean, certainly it is. And certainly the second part is some sort of, you have physical, then you have the mental, then you'd have the spiritual narcissism. But what does it have to do with, like, so I make this video, just like anybody else. Now, what's the difference between me just making a video and saying, here, have this information? It's kind of like throwing something in the forest, you know, on a trail to lead someone somewhere. Like, you would never know where it came from, but there's a trail there. Is it narcissistic if somebody doesn't want the credit? Because it seems like there's a really interesting dialogue between needing credit for something and what the word narcissism means, because I think most narcissists don't want necessarily credit, they just want notoriety. See, credit for something, I mean, this gets even to, like, you don't have to be a good artist, you just have to steal well. Like, you if you don't copy, steal completely. I mean, we're not going to get into all that. If you don't know where that came from, look up that statement there. But this has to do within this context of how do you teach? What is a teacher? What is a preacher? What is someone that guides? What is narcissistic tendencies? What is the self? And I'm trying to ask a bunch of questions here to get to just a general idea, so we kind of dip around into these concepts of mental, physical, and spiritual narcissism. What a mirror is, because a mirror is even the word mirror comes from the word more, because in a more is or mire or a mar or a mer, like as in mermaid. So these are water reflective terms. And so the reflective term, which is very funny, and I'm going to take this to, like, I'm going to take a really big jump here, just so if anybody that knows well what I speak about, maybe you can follow this jump. That narcissism, or that mirror, which is a reflection. Like, if you're made of water, if you're fully made of water and your brain is made of water, what would you see other than the people outside of you being mere reflections to you? So, if you need water in your system and you need to, make a statement made, and you need to, I'd like to teach these people because it'd be better over here on this side of the mirror. Why is it that it's termed such a terrible thing? Hey, be like this. I mean, I get why, because most people's mirrors are clouded and they're confused, and most people's vision and sight is very, they wear glasses, and they don't even want you to know they wear glasses. They just put contacts in, so that context is changed through the contacts, because they've made contact with something plastic, right? So this tendency towards being self-referential, because in the beginning there was yourself, and then you looked yourself in the face, or, they told you can never see God in the face because you will surely die, right? You find out that everything is you, or you are yourself, or the person you make love to is you. Like, these are all narcissistic tendencies. They're mirroring images. And so what is it about, meditation and looking into oneself? Isn't that narcissistic? I always say this to give you another lesson on etymology and hopefully self and whatever that might actually be. But narcissism isn't exactly what they've told you. It might be a good thing. Just don't be rude about it, Love yourself. Just don't hate anybody else. Simple.